Hello and welcome back to the town of Harlech, where we are working on our second fishery. It should be far enough away from this one that it's not really going to affect the populations of fish too much, though I have been thinking of whether it would be wise to have another fishing hut all the way over there. I might want to space this out a little bit more, just to avoid the possibility of killing off the fish populations. Also, it appeared to me, or rather occurred to me, that I might want to have this road going like that instead. Let me just have a quick look at that. It would mean that I built this bridge and it's useless, but, well, you know, it's better I find this out now than later. Could I bring this over there? I could. I could indeed. And I could even have that going all the way up there. Oh, that's tempting. That's very tempting. It would make this look so much nicer. Ah, damn it. Well, I could just take it all the way up there. Yeah, okay. Damn you, game. And damn me for not thinking of these things first. Oh, oops. Okay. It doesn't like me trying to run it across the water. I understand. I accept. Now, that is built up, finally. Okay, let's turn this down a little bit and get some more fishermen out there. There we go. We're back down to 2 builders at the moment. They should continue work on the tailors. We're going to need a little bit more iron, though. Once we're done with that, I think we're going to work on the... Yeah, we'll work on the trading post next. How much iron is that going to need? It's 40? My goodness. We are not playing around. Let's get as much iron as we can from over here, shall we? That is probably not going to even come close to the amount of iron that we need. Alas. Oh, there is a convenient chunk over there. And over there as well. That won't be too bad. Okay then. Right. Oh, the tailor's being built. Fantastic. That does mean, though, that another person is going to be going away from being a labourer and joining the tailors. We've got 8 children right now, 29 adults. Well, I think we're probably going to have to look at building this new area over there pretty soon, honestly. We also now need a graveyard. Deon has died, and Deon needs proper respects to be paid to his corpse. No, actually, Blake Enzi hasn't died. He's just replaced Deon's position. We're going to draw out a road. We'll probably be coming up in this direction anyway for agriculture. That's why I've been so happy to just clear cut this whole area. We're going to have lots of farms out there. And I'm thinking maybe having a graveyard somewhere around there, perhaps. Let's get that set up. Now, a graveyard helps people to get over the mourning process a little bit faster. It prevents citizens from becoming sad when their elders die. It's 1 stone per unit of length. We're going to make it fairly large. Wow, we can make it 20 by 20? Egad, I had no idea it could be that big. Well, I don't know, see? We could be building for the future, but... Let's start over there. Well, actually, where would a church go? How big is a church? A church is a fairly big building. And these do really help people. They help them... stay happy. The faithful become members of the church. A church, or rather a chapel, can only service a certain amount of people, but actually, perhaps I should have it over here instead. That way, I'm still torn. How far does this go out? Well, it goes all the way up there anyway. Okay, I see what I can do. I can place the church up there. We'll turn it off for now. This way it's outside of the radius of this area. I don't believe people really need to visit it. I might be wrong, though, with that. And if I am, this is possibly a worse thing to do. But we're going to place it here. We're immediately going to pause it. It would take an awful lot to build. And then we are going to set up the cemetery right next to it. Can I get this out there? 20? Yes, I can. And I can make it 20. We'll build for the future. Though it's rather sad to imagine that we're going to need that much room. Is it possible to get the gates to go somewhere else? No, apparently not. Okay, well, that will be our cemetery then. Deon, we miss you already. Right, let's bring that up. Well, it doesn't quite... Oh, no, it does. Haha! Fantastic. Okay, right. Well, that is the cemetery and the church taken care of. It will take a lot of stone, though. Oh, my goodness. Well, we've got stone aplenty. We're going to need more of it, though. Let's... well, we've done pretty much all of the stone in there that we need. Let's try and gather some from up here. Let's go there. I mean, I can't just leave people die and not get buried. Even if there isn't that much of a mechanical negative to it. I mean, people will get a little bit sad, but it's just disrespectful. I cherish all of the citizens, and they shall have their bodies treated with respect when they die. It will be a priority. Harlech will begin as it means to go on. However, it is going to take a little bit of time for us to get that going. But we do now have a tailor making hide coats. That is fantastic. Later on, when you've got the materials, you can sell them to make wool or leather and wool. Leather and wool is the best. And likewise for the blacksmith, actually. You can make iron tools with logs and iron, or logs, iron and coal to make steel tools. Steel tools last much, much longer. As soon as that bridge is done, it's going to take a lot of time. We'll get rid of this one. Or I could perhaps even just leave them there. I don't know. I'll probably get rid of it, though, just for the sake of everything looking nice. But for now, I think we're going to be waiting on more... Oh, health is going down. Damn it, that's not good. We're going to be waiting on more people being born, becoming adults, joining the labour force, and getting things constructed. So I'm going to pause the recording here, and I shall meet you back here when there is something to report, which will hopefully be soon. And welcome back. As you can see, they have begun work on the tunnel, finally. However, we are wanting for a lot of other resources. The graveyard is, well, just a little bit below half done there. And we've made a road all the way out there, and I've already deconstructed part of the road and the bridge there. We're making progress, but it's just not quite as fast as I would like, honestly. Hopefully we can get another... Gatherer's hut up here soon, though, because we really are struggling for food. I mean, food is coming in. No one's starving, at least not yet, but the population is continually growing. We also have a new house over there, so perhaps it is time that I look at building a new Gatherer's hut. Let's have a look at that then. We'll go with the Gatherer's hut first, and that's actually a fairly nice little position there. Let's try about there. Okay. Right, and we'll draw out the road to meet the road we've already brought along. About there. Bring this down. Should be good. And then join it up there. I think. Yeah? Okay, that's perfect. Oh no, another person has died of old age. We've had a few people die, actually. It's a little bit traumatic, honestly. Let's see. We'll go all the way up and find... There we are. Arabella has died, unfortunately. Styr has replaced her as a hunter. And now we have also lost Pearl. And Blackenzie has replaced... Really? I thought you... I don't understand. I thought you replaced Deon. People are changing jobs a little bit too fast for my liking. I can't keep up. But hopefully... 66% complete. That's actually pretty nice. Now, how's that going? Not very well at all. There's quite a lot of work to be done there. I have marked these to be dug up, though, so let's prioritize them, shall we? Let's get some more stone in, because that is definitely the thing that we are lacking the most. While I'm thinking about it, considering all of the snow, how are the weather effects for everyone? I watched the videos myself. I tested recording through some of the weather effects, and I found them alright to see through. It does get a little bit foggy sometimes, but nothing unmanageable. But do let me know if you're having any sort of trouble seeing what's going on. I think I can turn the weather effects down a bit. I am recording at a very high bitrate so that as much of the detail is preserved, because I imagine if the general blurriness of YouTube affected this with that fog, yeah, you wouldn't be seeing anything at all. But for now, I'll leave it on, but do let me know whether it's a little bit hard for you guys to see or not. Now, one thing with the trees is they will grow themselves. They will naturally spread their own seeds. So I may not build a forester's hut over here. I might just go ahead and manually dig out all of the iron and stone and just let the forest grow itself. It'll probably take a little bit longer to get completely densely packed, but it would save me having to build a building there just for the sake of telling it to plant trees and have it manned then just to plant trees. Oh, we're getting close with this. Let me turn up the speed a little bit. Hopefully we can get this done. I really want to see what a tunnel looks like. I mean, that is, I want to see what it looks like in the game. Still no work done there, though, and that is a little bit of a concern. We are always teetering on the edge of starvation and the edge of not having enough firewood, and I'm really, really concerned about this. I think it possibly would be good. Maybe I could have a forester over here. How much wood would you be able to deal with over here? There's actually... Wow, you could do a fair bit of good over here, actually. I could set up a forester perhaps around there. Likewise, I could set up a mine. Let's see, where could I put a mine? I could fit a mine in there, so I could put a forester beside it, perhaps. That would work. This would be a very advanced project far in the future, but we're going to go ahead and place it just so that I can pause it and know where it's going to be. So I can plan for it. Now, if I have a look here, as long as my forester can go right by the side of it, it more or less... Ah, damn it! So close, and yet so terribly far away. I could have it opposite. Damn, just one tile out. Okay, maybe I should... Well, it's more important for me to have the forester over here, honestly, so we'll get rid of that. And I'll just see what I can do. Maybe I'll be lucky and I'll be able to squeeze it in beside this forester there. We'll go ahead and place that down, but again, I'm going to pause it. Now, can I build a mine next to it at all? That's in line with the road? Well, I suppose I could have a double wide road there. That wouldn't be too bad. I'll pause that as well. But that is something that I'll build towards in a little while. Now, we've got enough stone there, do we? Oh, the tunnel's finished! Ah, fantastic! Look at that! Can I see in there? No, I can't. Damn it. I may as well be teleporting through that tunnel. But, on the plus side, everyone is starting to use this now. It does seem to have been a better option for them, so I'm pretty glad to see them using it properly. That's got... Well, it hasn't really progressed that much, honestly. How about the Gatherer's Hut? Well, they're making progress, but just not very much of it at the moment. Once that goes up, I imagine our food problem should be improved drastically. Oh, good. That's exactly what we need to see. We need to see these trees getting torn down. Right. We're actually not doing too bad for firewood at the moment either. Okay. Things aren't going too terribly badly. Let me have a look. How much are you producing? You're producing about, well, just under 500 in previous season. What about you? Well, actually, not bad at all. Just over 550. Okay. That's not bad. I'm going to pause the recording here, and I'm going to let a bit more time progress. And hopefully, I shall be returning you to either this, the graveyard being finished, the cemetery, or the Gatherer's Hut, or possibly even this house over here. So there's a few projects that could be developed, and we'll just have to see which one is finished by the time you return. See you in a few minutes. Well, welcome back. Alas, it would appear that unless the graveyard is already built, then a person's body is not buried in that graveyard. We have 144 graves available, though, but alas, Deon's grave will have to be in our hearts and our minds and not in the ground. He might want it that way, I don't know. But we are definitely wanting more houses. I am getting very concerned that it's been a while since we've created a place for another family to start. We have at least one house that as soon as Shaylee dies, as horrible as this is to say, then someone will move into that house and start their own family. But we definitely want more families going, more young families, unfortunately. It feels so horrible to say it that way, but we've got to be practical here. I've also positioned the hunting cabin and the herbalist ready. The Gatherer's Hut will be the next thing that is built, hopefully, after this. Ah, fantastic. They're already working on it. That is brilliant, brilliant news. Look at all those trees. My goodness. Look at the logs we've got. That's awesome. They've done a lot of work over here. This should go up fairly quickly. In fact, let's get some more builders working on it. As soon as we've got that house, hopefully, it'll be hunter, forester, forester, gatherer, gatherer, hunter. Yeah, this is fantastic. They are actually moving into the houses that make the most sense for them. Right, who's going to be moving there? A builder and a forester. Well, okay. I guess a builder can really live anywhere, and it'll be useful. I guess there was a building job there just then. But next, we are definitely going to want to get this done. Hopefully now, we're going to have a lot of people rushing over here to do just that. It is a little ways for them to walk, though. But as soon as we've got that going... I mean, right now, we've got all the tools we need, all the coats we need. And we often see this symbol above the tailors and the blacksmith. The main concern for us right now is food. And that is going to be the next thing we're going to work on. I will be building a storage barn over here, just so that these guys don't have to walk all the way back down there to drop off their goods, just to improve their efficiency, and of course a few houses. I don't want too many because they'll start cutting into the available room for my herbalists to actually work their craft. But as soon as we've got another hunter and another gatherer, I think we should be out of the woods. Oh, that wasn't even intentional. I'm so sorry. Right, let's see. I don't think there's much else that I need to go over right now. I really do want to get this going soon, but right now it is the highest priority to get the gatherer working. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording again, and hopefully when you return, you shall find the gatherer complete, and perhaps even work on the hunter's cabin underway. So see you, hopefully, before winter of year 12. And welcome back. As you can see, we have a new gatherer's hut already gathering many things. They actually have some logs, but that's probably from the logs that came from the cabin when it was being built. We are already beginning work on the hunting cabin. The area is almost being cleared, and also on a storage barn. I want to get that up before we get the herbalist up, simply because the storage barn is going to drastically improve the efficiency of these two buildings. We've also finished work on the houses over here. Oh, it's so snowy. But we have pretty much everyone over here is working in these areas. Now, the only building I'm not going to be building over in our other outpost is the stockpile. The reason for that is, under normal operation, they're not going to be generating wood or any other thing that would be stored in a stockpile, such as firewood or stone. Well, actually, maybe they will not want firewood up here. That is a bit of a pain. I should have thought of that. I could perhaps have a small stockpile, just a diddy one, just to store a few odds and sods. That may be a wise move, actually. Okay, we'll do that. It won't be a large one like the other one that was, though. Where would the back of this building be? Is that only too wide? Okay, that's not really big enough, I don't think. How about I make a 3x4? That should be plenty to store the random assortment of stuff that I'm going to need to be stored up there. And we'll just draw out a road for there. We'll have our houses perhaps up there and behind the gatherer's hut maybe. That will be this little area there. Now, hopefully they can get that done pretty quickly. We are doing fairly good with wood, though. This place up here has an enormous amount of wood in it. Look at it. It's just chock-a-block with wood, stone, and iron. It's fantastic, I tell you. In fact, a few times I've noticed them stop producing wood because they've reached the limit. Oh no, someone else has died. Rennie Fred. Oh, Rennie Fred, have you got a grave, Rennie Fred? Let's look for Rennie Fred's grave. Ah, there it is. Let's see, did they write anything good about you? I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's a glowing report to the pagan gods that they no doubt worship, telling them how fantastic a person you were and how much of an awesome afterlife you deserve. Right. I'm thinking maybe I should increase this. Don't stop chopping down trees until we've got 500 stockpiled. That will affect all foresters' lodges. I believe I've already mentioned that when you change anything I may not have mentioned it, actually. When you change any setting, for example, this food limit here of 5,000, if I change that, it will affect every food-producing structure. Likewise, all blacksmiths would be affected with this, but with the food-producing structures, it literally affects anything that produces food. So the hunting lodges, the fishing docks, cattle ranches, farms. If I change that 5,000, then anywhere that makes food will stop working when that food amount has been stockpiled. Now, I don't know if that affects things like the hunting lodge produces leather when it hunts. If they stop hunting because you've got too much food, will that also mean that they stop producing leather? Probably. And that is probably something you want to keep in mind. Now, let's top this up and drop that. Actually, let's keep 2 builders, but we'll drop down the vendor workers a little bit in order to top that up. Right, we are now seriously doing well in terms of food, I think. I mean, that's a little premature of me to say, I imagine, but we've got 6 hunters, 8 fishermen, 8 gatherers. We should be bringing in a fair bit of food with that. We'll see, obviously, once that starts going up or not, as the case may be. Now, I'm tempted to have these guys producing a little bit extra iron, honestly. Tools. Simply because they're good for trading. But of the 2, the hide coats get the significantly larger price. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you to keep a stock of 100. Now the thing with the trader, well actually I'll cover the way that the trading stock works once the trader is built, I suppose, rather than get mixed up in it right now. But we should be able to start the herbalist because this building is already good. Fantastic. In that case, have we got enough? We do. Okay. Start the trading post as well. The herbalist should be okay. Maybe we'll need a little bit extra stone. No, I don't think we do. That's fantastic. We should be able to build both of those in tandem. Now, how are you guys doing? Have you got... Oh no, the owner, the gatherer, has died of old age. See, this is why you want... and someone else has died of old age. Thale the hunter has died of old age. Wow. Let's reduce that a little bit more so that we've got at least 1 builder and 2 labourers. This is why you always want some labourers, so that they can easily be replaced when someone dies. Though that is quite a shame. We've got very aging populations in these houses. This one isn't too bad, actually. You'll probably have kids. When you die, someone will move into that house and probably have children. You probably can't anymore. You might be able to... Well, no, you've got an adult there. But on the whole, I think our population is still okay, but I really think we need more houses soon. I'm probably going to start building some more near the market to have in the centre of town. But just as soon as this is done, once I've got the herbalist up here, I'll start building a couple of houses up here as well. But for now, I think it would be better to focus a couple more of the houses in the centre there. Let's just speed things up a little bit more. How much is here? Oh, we've almost got all of the logs. Stone is a little bit behind, and iron too, but... Oh, my lord, that went up quickly. Either that or I wasn't paying attention. But we may actually get the trading post up very soon. That would be fantastic. How's things doing over here? We've got plenty of firewood at the moment, so... we're not really needing to worry too much about that. And the food is getting a little bit higher than it was previously. It might take a little while, though, for it to really start to climb again. We'll need things to sort of kind of stabilize a little bit with the increased population and the new food gathering buildings. But if nothing else, we're going to be getting plenty of leather in, which is just as well because we want to produce a lot more clothing than we've currently got. How much leather have we got in here? None. Okay. We're waiting on the deliveries then of leather in order to get that going. Oh, yay, we've got some children. Fantastic. Ophelicity. Ophelicity. That is an awesome name. My lord. Right. Okay. No, that's fantastic. We're just waiting on the iron. Looks like more iron is being delivered. 1 more. There we go. Fantastic. Now, it's going to take some time once that is built for the trader to actually show up. I'm not sure what governs it, but it doesn't happen too often. They're not constantly arriving. I think it may be once a year, but it could be once every 2 or 3 seasons. I don't think it's once every season, though. But hopefully we'll be able to do some decent trading with the amount of hide coats that we've got. What I'm probably going to do is gradually tell them to store more and more hide coats over time. The way it works is you will have a worker at the trading depot, and they will go out and they will gather the stock that you've told them to keep a stock of in the trading post. That stock will be taken out of your colony's stock. So, for example, if I tell them to maintain 50 coats, they'll go out and grab 50 coats, which means that all of a sudden the tailor will see a deficit of 50 coats, so we'll try and make 50 new coats, if that makes sense. If I've got the tailor set to keep 100 and this to keep 50, then in total, in my whole colony, there'll be about 150 coats at any one time. So you've got to kind of bear that in mind, because if you suddenly tell this to just keep a very large stock of something, they will empty out all of the stores in order to do that. And then as a result, your population won't be able to make use of them, which is can lead to some problems. I found certain things are worth trading and certain things are not. The traders don't seem to want any perishable goods. I'm not sure about herbs. I haven't tested those, but they don't seem to care about venison or mushrooms or anything like that. I haven't tried fish either, but I assume they probably won't care about fish either. But they do like tools, they do like... Oh, there we are. Let's get at least one trader. I'll put one trader in there. They do like things like tools and hide coats. I'm not sure if they'll take firewood. They might. I don't know. They'll probably take raw... iron. But for now, I'm probably... Given that we've got 73 there, I'm going to tell you guys to keep 50 coats. There we are. So hopefully the trader will go out now and collect coats and bring them back. We should see this suddenly go up, or rather this go down. Are you actually out there gathering the coats? No? Maybe not. I have got a trader, don't I? Yes, I do. Ah, there we go. They've all dropped. Fantastic. We've got 50 currently there. That will be our trading stock. We are probably not going to be able to buy much with that, but we may be able to get some livestock. We will absolutely not be able to get any seeds for now. But I think that is going to be where we're going to wrap this episode up. I do hope you've enjoyed it. We have made a bit of progress. We've got a graveyard. We've expanded this little outpost a little bit more. We've got a trading post, and we are designing a new outpost. Oh, we've got room for a herbalist. Fantastic. Let's get someone out there. Go ahead and take both of those. Can I drop anyone? No. I'll drop one builder. But that herbalist now will be gathering herbs, which will help our colony's health. But that is it for this episode. Again, I do hope you've enjoyed. I hope you will be joining us in the next. But until then, from me and everyone at the town of Harlech, do take care.